Day 2 of BronyCon. It is currently at 9 o'clock. And I know that's a bit later than I would like. I'm probably going to miss out on the first batch of panels, but that's alright. Had to run to the store, get some Aleve, get some breakfast and food, and, you know, make sure I have a full stomach, because that was what was causing my headache last night, I think. No, it definitely was. So anyway, I got a shower and brushed my teeth and everything. It'll be probably about 10 by the time I get there. No problem. Onwards! Hey, on my way to day 2 of BronyCon. It is currently about 10 past 10, 10:15. I know I'm missing like the first set of panels, but that's okay. Like, I just needed to, you know, get myself organized, get into my costume, just, you know, rest up. Like, probably gonna be taking things a bit slower today because I'm not feeling 100%. I'm sure that'll improve as the day goes on, hopefully. Blood sugar is up. I'm just feeling a little better. I'm planning on just going to the marketplace, maybe to the Baltimore arcade for a bit. I'm resting up there, going to the next cosplay photo shoot, and, well, go from there. Yeah. The things I'm most excited for are the Ponies and Movie Voices panels, the 21 and up version, and Pinky Tails and Screaming into the Mic, which I'm really looking forward to. So, yeah, like for now, just gonna go to the marketplace or the arcade, hang around there, and yeah. It's nearly about 11 o'clock. I feel like these dockies are a good way to get the police called on you. But I might check that out later. Real,
oh yeah, I wasn't in Super, I saw you.
the loot is strong this year. Yeah. Like, gotta be careful of how much I spend. Don't want to break the bank. I want to be able to come back next year, and money's becoming a bit of an issue. So yeah. Keep moving. It's only the beginning, incredibly enough. Like, I'm having so much fun. There is no such thing as too many tags. Dr. Hyde Atmosphere, representative of the Cloudsdale Rainbow Factory and of Stable Tech. The world is doomed. Okay, just got out of the cosplay photo shoot. Sorry, my hands were full when I was coming from the market, so no recordings there. I'm planning on getting some, just walking into this Broadway and singing panel, and then I might go to the meet and greet with Lost, Magpie, and Goody, and the others. So there's that.
You're hearing the board,
yeah.
That's right. So
here we go.
That's another big reason why it would sound so different.
Just watch this for a bit.
6. And we were like, we started touring. We went to Nashville before we were teenagers. And then we moved to Alaska and we stopped for a while, and then I joined the Navy and he joined the Navy. I went into the SEAL program, I think I told some of you guys, and then I broke my leg and things went awry. And then I went into the Naval Academy and we thought we're done with music. But then I ended up finding out about the Navy band and I auditioned and I got in, I got sent to Japan and I started touring Asia, singing in different languages and stuff like that. And then I got accepted into the presidential band, the Electric Brigade. But at the exact same time, my brother was starting a music group at the Naval Academy, and they took the Electric Brigade's work. So my billet got cut. We're on opposite sides of the world in completely different rates, and we ended up affecting each other's destinies in music. And so I got out of the Navy, and I was like, all right, you win. I'll do music, and I've just been doing it.
That's awesome. That's such an interesting story. Wow. It's so much better than, it's like, I was in hippies and you're like, I went to the Navy, stuff for my country. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, my mom's a wonderful singer herself and a producer and very involved with the music industry, and my dad as well, of course. Very accomplished, wonderful pianist and a producer and stuff. So I was born into, obviously, a musical household. And I was introduced to music before I was probably out of your tummy, because you were doing music lessons and you recorded your album.
Yeah, I recorded my album when I was pregnant with
That's
Michelle.
right.
That's right.
And you had such morning sickness that you were just like lying down in Bryan Adams' studio.
Yeah,
like,
on the couch in his office because I couldn't handle it. Oh, it was horrible. You were worth it. Don't get me wrong, you were worth it, but those are...
shucks.
It took me years, and we recorded a lot of her latest album in that studio, and it took me about 10 years before I didn't feel nauseous even driving down the street where the studio is. That's how...
Bryan Adams actually sang Summer of '69 straddling her unconscious body. Known fact.
But yeah, I mean, I was born into it. We still had a music school in our house at the time when I was born. And there's a great video of me at 2 years old. My grandma was holding me. My parents used to do a Christmas show every year at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre in Vancouver. It's this big Christmas show, and I had to sit in the audience with my grandma, and she could not contain me. Like, she was trying to prevent me from going on stage. I was 2. And there's a video, you can see little Michelle. Finally, she just had to let me go.
And it's a massive theater.
So there's little me, like, just booking it up on this gigantic stage, and you can't even almost see it in the video because I'm so tiny. But there's just this little ant that's just zooming right, because my parents are right on center stage, and I go up and I'm like, I need to be here. So that's 2-year-old Michelle. That was a bit telling. And then I did my first voice acting thing when I was 4. And I just I went from there. It was very natural to me. I got into theater, and I got into film and TV, and just started balancing everything. And there was never another option for me, and there still really isn't.
Psychologically, you mean?
Psychologically, yeah.
Her parents are fine with whatever.
No. Like, people, my least favorite thing is when people say that, oh, did they force you into it? It's like, oh, no, trust me. I dragged them around, you know? Yeah, so, I mean, there's just, I could do other things, but I've always known that, the arts is where I want to be, and if one...
And you've been, isn't it now half your life you've been on My Little Pony?
Yeah, just My Little Pony. It's almost half my life now, which is...
That's so cool.
Isn't that crazy?
So you're a singer.
Yeah, and of course, I'm so jealous because I've always wanted to do voiceover acting.
Yeah.
So I've done all kinds of singing, and I've recorded, some theme songs, and now I'm in the band on the Nature Cat show on PBS. So I do all the songs, but like for me to be a voiceover actor is like much cooler.
Yeah.
So like to act and like be a character and like have to use some kind of weird voice and go crazy or something. It's just fun.
Yeah.
One of my first experiences of, it was a My Little Pony. It might have been the demo for the actual, no, it might have been the demo, I think it was the demo for someone submitting a theme song for the My Little Pony show before it happened.
Oh.
and I went in and I remember singing it and they were like, you need to sound younger, you need to sound like a little girl, you need to sound this, can you be happier, can you be brighter? And like by the end I had like the biggest smile on my face and I was like, ah, my little pony, my little, like I was so happy and I was just like so like, ah, you know, and by the time I walked out of there I was high. I was like, I love this live, you know, I like loved it so much. And I was like, I need to do this more. I need to play children. It's so fun. You get to be so cute and effervescent and like, there's no way you can do that and feel bad. You just can't. When you go in whenever I record a Nature Cat song, every time I come out of there, I'm so happy on cloud 9 because it's just the happiest things we're singing about mud and rocks and snow and things. I'm like, I love this, friends, you know, it's so fun. And then, you know, and then I turn around in my everyday and I'm dark. Like I'm, you know, this like weird rocker who plays a man who's like totally depressed, you know. So for me, like this venue, I'm so jealous of you guys because you get to do it all the time. So I'm like trying to like break
do it.
I'm trying to break into like
probably be fantastic at
the voiceover acting stuff, but like super cool. I think it's just I think it's awesome. You're welcome.
Can you imagine Can you imagine Andrea Libman being like, fun, I'm just like looking ticked off. You put that picture in my head. Andrea just coming into the studio so mad and annoyed.
Honestly, she could though.
I
could pull anything off.
All three of these people have not only sung on their own albums in the studio, but they've also sung songs on TV series or film and TV, and they've also all sung theme songs. So that's all cool. Yeah.
We can actually talk about Yokai Watch.
We can talk about Yokai.
For it was like years we couldn't talk about Yokai Watch.
Why not?
Because they weren't like they were
the NDA
English version, and they weren't like announcing that it was a thing yet or something.
Oh, I'm not hip to this stuff. See,
We were, but we just like couldn't talk about it. It's really fun.
Yeah, we've been working with William Anderson on a lot of Yokai Watch songs.
And it's the same thing. Like you come out of those songs, you come out singing those songs, and you're singing about
It's
dumplings
fun.
and space and
Squid. We wrote about
yeah,
the squid.
tomatoes and squid, and it's just the best stuff. And you come out of there, and you're like, I just sang about absolutely nothing.
I love the Japanese translation.
Yeah.
One of the lines is, "My adversary is your puny pale white cheek."
Anyways, continue what you were saying. I just really.
Oh no, that was it.
Forget the question. That was me covering for the fact that I didn't remember what the question was.
Okay, let's do. It was just more of a statement of doing all those things. Let's do one more round of things down here, and then we'll go to the audience. But why don't each of you highlight a favorite project or favorite things that you like to do? Since you all do so many different things, why don't we have each of you highlight or a favorite or a couple of favorites? They're all thinking. Are you guys, how many of you out there would like to ask a question if you had the opportunity? Okay, so we do have questions. Do we have a microphone available? And there, okay. So if you guys want to start lining up, then we'll have them answer this last question.
And young people.
Yeah, if there's any children, let's have you come up to the front, please.
Yeah.
To the front of the line. Okay.
You're a child. Crystal is a child.
I'll freak the
There's
children.
Nora.
Sorry, 1 second. So you guys want to each highlight a favorite first?
Highlight a favorite. Okay, we're gonna put while you guys are getting.
Of anything you've done in your career.
Oh,
Honestly,
general.
Is that too?
yeah, it's very general. I love everything. I mean, I've done film. Now I'm working on a TV show. I've done animation and theme songs and recording and performing and kind of the whole gamut. It's a lot. And there's so many things that I absolutely love. But I will say, singing like a child is probably the one thing that I just absolutely. Although I guess while I'm here, My Little Pony episode was the best thing for me because I'm a fan. Because I was a fan of the show. I was a fan of the show, and I just happened to mention it in my Tony speech, and then they wrote me. I did. At the end of my Tony speech, I won a Tony Award, and for playing a dude, by the way,
we
which
should
is
have
totally
highlighted that. Yes.
yeah, and at the the end of the speech, because, okay, I have to tell the story. So, I binge watched 3 seasons of My Little Pony on Netflix. And, like, binge watched it because I was like, what's this? I'm feeling down. And it's a cartoon. All right. I used to watch the 80s version, which was kind of freaky. And I was like, oh, look, it's a reboot. I'll try it. And so I put it on, not knowing how cool the show was, because the music is awesome. I was like, what? I was really enamored by the music. I think Daniel Ingram has written some cool stuff. And I was like, that's a Sondheim reference. And like I was like getting all of his references. And so I kept binge watching it, and I was like getting really into the show. And so I was in Kinky Boots on Broadway at the time. And then I booked Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And during that show, I was watching season 4. I think it was season 4. And the finale of season 4 aired. It was a 2-parter. And it was the one where I think it's either 4 or 5. No, it's 4. Because there was all the rainbow explosions. Do you remember all the rainbow explosions? It was nuts. I was like, how are they going to go from here? Yeah. And like literally I was watching those finale episodes while I was doing all these interviews for like Vanity Fair and Vogue about my Tony Award nomination, and I would be talking to the interviewer, and I was like, oh my god, I just watched the finale of My Little Pony. There were rainbows everywhere. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's amazing. I love it. And my publicist would be like, stop talking about My Little Pony. You know, people are gonna be like weirded out by it. I'm like, but I'm so into it right now. It's just like something that's going on. And in my Vanity Fair, if you find it, then my Vanity Fair interview, she was talking about My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and talking about that. She wrote it in Vanity Fair, so it's an actual print. Oh. And I didn't think I was gonna win, and my publicist was like, do not mention My Little Pony anymore. And I was like, okay. So at the end, so for my Tony speech, I knew, because it was such a prominent show in my life at the moment, I wanted to just have a little sly shout out to the show. And so at the very end of my speech, I said, friendship is magic, and I ran off the stage. Like super sly. I was like, there's only a few people who are gonna know what that is. And like, it's such like a slick move. And then the Bronies found out, and like, they were all contacting me, and they're like, oh my god, was that a My Little Pony reference? I was like, hell yeah, it was. Yeah. And then Hasbro found out, and they sent me like this giant swag bag of stuff, which I was like, well, that's cool. And they were like, hey, we want to write you an episode and make you your own pony. And I was like, okay, so this fan just got to like experience the ultimate in fandom and have her own pony, and it was such a cool episode they wrote for me. I loved all the music they wrote for me. It was just like such a special moment in time. I'm still waiting for them to bring my character back.
Woo! Pay attention, Hasbro.
So that's my favorite thing.
Me?
What do you highlight a favorite?
I think you should tell the story of Becky.
Oh, Becky, I'm
yeah, that's a
story.
good story.
No, it was a boring story.
Yeah, you should.
Well, I mean, I guess because I really enjoy, one of the things you said is getting to disguise my voice to sound different than like my normal voice.
The singing in Broadway, singing in Broadway panel with Black Griffin, Michelle Creeber, and Lena Hall. Going to the meet and greet with the Lost Narrator and Magpie real quick. After that, I'll probably go to the Shakespeare Tale concert with the that dance troupe that I filmed last night. And well, after that, it's kind of like straight onwards to Pinky Tales. And then like I'll probably get something to eat for before going to the Screaming Into the Mic panel. That's the plan, at least. I don't know completely just yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Hello. Hi. Are you excited?
Could you scream?
Yep. That was spot on. That was spot on. Wowie zowie. Got out of the meet and greet. I am on my way to the Shake Your Tail panel, and from there I'll just probably, since that's there already, I'll probably just wait for the Pinky Tails panel as well. So there's that. So yeah, I just gotta make my way there. It's about 1:35 right now, so I just gotta get there and wait a little bit. It shouldn't be a problem. It's only like 5-10 minutes. No problem. No problem. Meeting Magpie and Lost and Scribbler was highlighted last year for me, so highlighted this year for me. Running low on memory. Running low on memory, but I've got another SD card on me, shouldn't be a problem. So, yeah.
Are you guys ready for some fun?
Yeah. Fun.
Who's best pony?
Big Mac. Starlight.
Sunset? Thank you. You're my favorite too. We're gonna get started here in a couple of minutes. We're just trying to get hyped. Get hyped, guys. It'll be fun.
Yay.
Yay. Let's see. What's your favorite Equestria Girls song?
Yeah, that one.
Opening's really good.
Cafeteria is fine.
Under our spell.
Welcome to the show? Yes. That is a very good one. That's one of my favorites. It's a good one. What's your favorite? Favorite Equestria Girls song? I really like My Past Is Not Today, but I'm biased.
Shine Like Rainbows.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Shine Like Rainbows. That's magic.
There we go. See how well this mic can travel. Hi, Rarity. What's your favorite Equestria Girls song?
Life's a Runway.
What should I do? You have a favorite song? Sorry, I was very staticky. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I'm gonna ask all of these random other people. Zephyr, what's your favorite song?
Let's have a battle.
Battle of the Bands, yeah. Little Sunset, what's your favorite song?
All of them?
That's a good one, all of them. Let's see.
choreograph all of our own dances to the Equestria Girls songs and some of the show songs eventually. But now we're going to start off with some introductions so you can get to know us better. I am Peach Blossom. I cosplay Applejack. And that's it. Okay, next.
Our favorite something. Favorite color? Why you like Applejack? What do you like your favorite what?
I love Applejack because
We're all our
what's not to love? Although I could do without her hats because it's hard to get them to stay on my head. But I love her. Anyways, next.
I'm Coral Mist and I play Rarity. I really like her because she's the one that really inspired me to start sewing in 2011. And ever since then I've been improving my skills because of what she does.
Hi, I'm Sapphire Harmony and I do Sunset Shimmer. I'll admit Sunset was actually my least favorite pony in the very first Equestria Girls. I did not like her, but as the series went on, she had probably one of the best redemptions I've seen as any fictional character, and she's really relatable and I love her.
Hi everyone, I'm Amethyst Star, and yes, I know I share a name with one of the side characters in the show, but I didn't know she existed when I came up with my name. So, but I play the Twilight Sparkle of the group, and the reason why I love Twilight so much is because I definitely know what it's like to try and take everything on your own and not feel like you need anyone. But now that I have all of Step to Harmony, I couldn't imagine not having them in my life.
Aww.
Hi, I'm Chanty. I cosplay Pinkie Pie for the group. I love Pinkie Pie because she's so pink and fun, and she inspires me to be the same way every day. I love her. Hi, I'm Sammy Damon, and I cosplay Fluttershy. I actually got it a little later than the rest of them. So Fluttershy was left, but I really love her character. She's very sweet and kind and cares a lot about her friends, just like I care about all of these girls with me. So I just felt it was meant to be.
Hello, I'm Tidal Wave, and I'm Rainbow Dash. And I definitely like her because it's a lot of self-confidence to wear Rainbow Dash, because she has overflowing amounts of self-confidence, and I need that.
So we have about 2 more dances that we're going to do for you today, but we're also going to teach you the chorus of Cafeteria Song. And we also have prizes. So who doesn't love prizes? But you might have seen our Cafeteria Song video. We were not expecting it to blow up as much as we did, but we couldn't be more thankful and amazed, and we have so much more planned. I hope you're all excited. And so after we do, we're gonna do like some trivia and give out some fun prizes, and then we'll go into teaching you the chorus after we do one more dance. So. Do you have your trivia?
Oh, I thought you said we were doing trivia now. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Trivia now.
Meanwhile, while we're sitting here, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, all at Step Number 2 Harmony. That is Step Number 2 Harmony. Testing 1, 2. Are you guys all having a good BronyCon? I don't know if I can hear you. I said, are you having a good BronyCon?
Yes.
Yeah. That's right.
Fun fact, this was a lot of their very first BronyCon.
Raise your hand if it's your first BronyCon.
Yeah, if it's your first BronyCon, raise your hand.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah? Nice.
Welcome.
I know
You'll never
we have been
Never leave.
to BronyCon. Well, we've been together once back in 2015, and then you came last year for one day, and it feels good to be back. It's a good con. Now you ready for some trivia? Yeah? The hardest question will be a really cool Discord figure. I think Gertie is going to be our lovely model for these prizes. Wow, fabulous. And then our lovely Rainbow Dash is going to have more prizes on this side, like a small notebook.
A cute little ring.
And rarity brush for your mane, of course. And a spinning top. Okay, so we're probably going to start off kind of easy, and then we'll progressively get a little harder from there. So I guess we can just like pass it down, like, you know, one question or something like that. Okay, start.
Here, I'll make this first one will be really easy. Okay. What is Applejack's dog's name?
First one I saw was great.
Winona?
Correct.
You can go either here or there to grab a prize.
Just put it on the side. There you go.
Yeah. But we're saving that awesome Discord statue for the last hardest question. Sorry, I just sniffed into the mic. I'm so sorry. I'm a little nervous, but I think we're all a little nervous. Okay.
Okay, we're all friends. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Friendship is magic.
Okay, so mine's a little hard, but I believe in all of you. It's not the hardest question, but what is the name of the tent that Sunset and I stayed at? Well, not me, but Sci-Fi stayed at Camp Everfree.
Yes.
In front of you. Wasn't Ruby.
Oh yeah. Sapphire.
There we go. You can come up and get a prize. We put them all over there.
We got a lot of stuff. We got the cool little trading cards too. Except there's no Applejack or Rainbow Dash. Might have picked those out to hang on our wall. There's a couple repeats. Let's see. Yeah. I only kept one. Did you grab your phone?
Okay.
Let's see. This
So, hello?
Okay.
This one is not too hard, but can someone name all of Pinkie Pie's siblings? You with the derby shirt. Yes. All three siblings. Oh, wrong derby, this one. I'm sorry, there's multiple derbies. I should have been more specific. Yes. Yes, correct. Now come up and get a lovely prize.
All right, finish the saying. All right. Cross my heart and hope to fly.
Right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Like you can look at me like who's
I'm
With one
a
moment, please. Difficulty.
acquire the Shadow Octavia and leave.
What is a cute señora?
Yes.
A party for when a pony gets their kitty mark.
Correct.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this is a harder one.
Okay. How many colors does Rainbow Dash have in her cutie mark?
Yes.
3.
No.
What?
Yes.
6.
Nope.
5.
Yes.
5.
No. Oh. Yes. Yes.
4.
Correct.
Don't circle on it.
You were very close.
She's
Only got the primary colors.
Her cutie mark's actually right there. White, red, yellow, and blue.
A lot of people forget the white.
Not the actual rainbow, despite her name.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? A woodchuck wood.
42.
He could
Yes.
cut a quarter of a quarter conifer if you gave him a quarter for every quarter he cut.
I have never heard that one. Any other answers to my riddle?
That's worth a prize.
The answer is he would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could, if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
I thought it was a
Oh,
he's okay with
I didn't know. What is Cheerilee's job?
Yes. Teacher. She is a teacher. Very good.
Yes.
Internet's slow, y'all. Internet's slow. Just trying.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I didn't expect me to have the mic. What's the name of Pinkie Pie's pet? You.
Gummy.
Yes.
What does Applejack wear on her tail?
Sunflower. Yes.
Look, you got this little sunset here too. I love it.
She's so cute and I love you.
Okay, so here we're gonna get a little harder, but it's... On what day do Discord and Fluttershy have their tea? With the orange hat, all the way back there. Yes. Correct. Tuesday tea. Tuesday. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's one. I guess
Can you make this the last question? Yeah, so this last question is going to be for the Discord if you want the Discord.
Okay. It may not be the hardest question in the world, but it's an important question.
Yes.
What's the name of my lizard? Yes. What? Well, technically it's a gecko. But what's his name? No? Zephyr.
Ray.
It's Ray. She's a ray of sunshine. Yes, and that was for the Discord. Thank you.
Discord, we won't take it anymore.
All right, so once these final people get their prizes, I'll plug the talent show for a second. So, all right.
Tidal wave. Is the music cute? Huh? It's a little...
And I'm away, am I?
All right. Okay. Ready? All right.
So, we're gonna get a group pose for you. And if you want to take pictures with us as a group, you can roll